Hi, my name is Doug, and we are going to be removing a small stump today. So this stump, this tree was pretty much dead, and it was in the way of a trail I'm making. And I've worked on it a bit already. So this is about yay wide. Now I kind of just wanted to rip this out of the ground, but I'm back in the woods here, and I don't have any kind of machinery or chains and stuff to rip it out, and it's pretty hard to get it, even just cut it so it's below the level of the ground. So the technique I came up with is this is Nola. Technique I had is to saw a little bit at a time, and then once you get it like an inch or two into the wood, the saw is probably going to start binding on you because the wood is wet, or you just have a bad angle at it, whatever. Your saw is dull or rusty. It's probably going to bind one way or another. Something you can use to mitigate that a little bit is a solvent. So D-Solvent is one that you can pick up. You just kind of spray it on your axe blade here. So that'll help a little bit, but whatever you do, it's probably going to get stuck. So at this point, what you can do is take a knife. I'm using a K-bar here. You're going to want something long and pretty durable. I call this a beater knife. Well, other people call it beater knife. Yeah, you just want something you don't really care if the edge gets dinged a little bit, if the finish comes off, it gets a little rusty, you just don't really care. So that's what we're using here. And then this here is my baton. It's just a piece of wood. You want to use a piece of wood that you're not that you're okay with getting all chewed up, because you're probably just going to toss it afterwards. So kind of sacrificial. So this is called batoning. So again, we sawed into the tree just an inch or two, and then we're just gonna baton off that right as far in as we sawed. So we're gonna get like a little chunk off the tree. Yeah, so you basically just rinse and repeat. Takes a while, it's a pain in the ass, but I don't know how else to get this thing flush with the ground. So like after one detail I forgot to mention, I've dug around the stump. So right now, it's probably not coming through on video, but like where my hand is, that's below ground level by like a few inches. So I can have clearance for the saw. So I'm sawing like right at or below ground level here. So once I've shaved off this tree top, or the tree stump, whatever, batoned it off, I will just cover it with dirt. And that's it. So you're not really getting rid of the stump, you're just it's a technique for getting it below the level of the ground and covering it up. Yeah, a few parts, probably going to want to have a hatchet too. Some places it can just be hard to baton, so you can just strip a chunk off, but let me see how fast I can do this. Yeah, so, well, batoning is not working well at this particular angle. So I brought out the old hatchet. All these wood chips are going to start coming off. So I just collect them in a bucket, 5-gallon bucket. Use them for kindling later. Yeah, let's keep going. Yeah, part of the reason you want to try to use a baton technique and not an axe, I learned this the hard way. If you're chopping down and the axe glances off, hits a rock, you know, you're going to ding your edge up. So the baton is a safer method, both for yourself and the tool, when you're like so close to the ground, there's rocks and everything. So yeah, so might not look like it, but I'm cutting down. So like shaving pieces off the tree instead of cutting into it so much. Again, just because I don't have really the angle to come into it very well. Well, okay. So that's it. Um, Looks like we're pretty flush with the ground here. I got a lot of good kindling. You can see I sometimes had to use the axe, sometimes I use the batoning method, just depending on the angle and the piece of wood. The grain down here near the roots is very wavy, so normally with batoning you want a straight grain to get predictable results. So yeah, with the curvy grain you kind of have to overcompensate, like go into the grain a little bit, and you'll get a feel for it. You should probably wear goggles. I'm kind of stupid, so I just kind of like close my eyes every time I hit. It's probably a bad idea, but that's about it. Thank you for listening, and I hope this was useful for you.